And welcome back to Comic Frontline, everybody. I am Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzogoose, back with you for another review. This time it is Superior Spider-Man Team Up number 11. This is sort of a Goblin Nation tie-in, maybe. It's a flashback tale that showed a team up between Doctor Octopus and the Green Goblin. So it's kind of one of those one-offs. Okay, we have this big event going on where Doc Ock Spidey is fighting against supposedly Norman Osborn Green Goblin, which we still don't know. We haven't confirmed that yet. So it was kind of like, okay, well, here's the history of these two characters and why there's this conflict and whatever. And it was written by Kevin Shinick with art by Marco Checcetto and Ron Friends. Both did pencils on different pages. And it was an interesting story. It was this fun little, one of those fun little stories that you never knew about that happened somewhere in the Spider-Man continuity. The two of them are at odds, and then they decide, okay, well, you know what, we should combine our forces and team up. And, you know, we could be so much better and we could actually take out Spider-Man. And so it kind of paints Doc Ock in a positive light and Norman in the usual crazy lunatic light. There's this one comment that is really good where Green Goblin refers to himself as Spider-Man's greatest villain, and Doc Ock's like, well, that's debatable. And that's like that fan debate. Who's the pinnacle of Spider-Man villains? Is it Green Goblin or Doctor Octopus? And you know, there's dissenting views. Personally, I think Green Goblin is the Spider-Man villain, but Doc Ock is a very close second. But it was just that little nod to the fans. Oh, it could be either one of us, you know. So I appreciated that. And they team up, and then eventually, of course, Green Goblin betrays him and decides to go on his own, and that kind of thing. And that kind of plants a seed to where we are now. So it was an interesting story. It was a throwaway story, but it was still, for a Spider-Man fan, I think it was a fun story to read. It just wasn't necessary whatsoever, but it's a team-up book, so you expect that kind of story to be in that book. But as a straight tie-in, you don't need to read this at all whatsoever to follow Goblin Nation. So for that aspect of it, I'm going to give this issue a 3.5 out of 5. It's still very solid writing. I really enjoyed the story here. The art was very solid as well. So yeah, it was a fun issue. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I definitely recommend checking it out because I think you'll get a kick out of it. But like I said, not a necessary read. So 3.5 out of 5 for Superior Spider-Man Team Up number 11. And that's going to wrap up this review. Check out all the other reviews here on Comic Frontline. Comics, toys, movies, games, TV, whatever you can think of. Check out Medium Madness this week. We're doing Aliens. We did an April Fool's edition of the live show, half live show. Check that out as well. Had a lot of fun on that. Don't forget to check out comicrelated.com and comicfrontline.com, both your number one source for all your comic news, reviews, podcasts, and so much more. Listen to the Zone 4 podcast each and every Friday right here on Comic Frontline. Next week will be our big celebratory 5-year anniversary episode. It was delayed a week. This week will be a regular episode. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this issue and anything else you'd like me to review. And I guess that's everything. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.